Hey guys, it's Bella Breyer112 here, and today I'm doing a video about 9 times Breyer resized the same mold. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys at the end of the video. Number 1. The Fighting Stallion. The Fighting Stallion was first introduced by Breyer in 1961 and sculpted by Chris Hess. Its duplicate model being the classic rearing stallion, sculpted by Chris Hess and introduced in 1965. Focusing on their main similarity, starting with the tail, both of their tails are in one similar shape, 2 both show distinctive herring, and 3 both help each horse stand up. Moving on to their ears, mane, and neck. Both their ears are turned back, they both have short, flowing manes, and have thick, strong, muscular necks. Lastly, if you look at the 2 legs that are rearing up in the air, the leg that is closest to you on the show side is much more curved than the leg on the offside. The leg on the offside is much more straightened out than the leg that is closest to you. Number 2. Black Beauty. Black Beauty was originally sculpted by Chris Hess and introduced by Breyer in 1979. Black Beauty's duplicate model is the classic Andalusian stallion, also sculpted by Chris Hess and also came out in 1979. They both have a short, flowing mane that starts thin at the front and it gets thicker as the mane goes down the neck. And they also have a very similar body type from their actual body to the neck. 3. The National Show Horse. The National Show Horse mold made its first debut by Breyer in 1998. Its replica being the stablemate Morgan, sculpted by Kathleen Moody in 1998. Starting with their tails, both tails help the model stand as if it was another leg and have a distinct similar shape to it. They both have a semi-short flowing mane in similar shape, and have the identical same pose. The only main difference is the leg that is picked up in the front, one is more curved than the other. 4. The Hanoverian. The Hanoverian was first introduced by Breyer in 1980 and sculpted by Chris Hess. Its replica model being the stablemate Hanoverian, introduced in 2010 and sculpted by Jane Lunger. Starting with the front of the horse, they both have short manes, ears pointed forward, heads down, and the distinctive first leg taking a step. They both have medium-length tails that are carried away from the horse and start thin near the butt and thicker as it goes down. Unfortunately, I could not get the whole photo in, but they do have a near identical stance. 5. The Running Stallion. The Running Stallion was originally sculpted by Chris Hess in 1968. Its duplicate being the stablemate Mustang, sculpted by Jane Lunger in 2006. They both have ears that are tilted back and a loose flowing mane. They also have a loose flowing tail that is kept away from the body. Number 6. The Peruvian Paso. The Peruvian Paso was originally sculpted by Linda York in 2002. Its duplicate being the stablemate Peruvian Paso, sculpted by Jane Lunger in 2006. Both these horses have a loose flowing tail that is kept away from the body, along with one leg that is stepped back with the tail. Lastly, these horses share an identical pose. Number 7. The Stablemate Thoroughbred. The Stablemate Thoroughbred was originally sculpted by Kathleen Moody in 1998. The little horse's duplicate being the large traditional ruffian, originally introduced in 2006 and sculpted by Susan Carlton Sifton. Starting with the front of the horses, they both have a head that is in the same position, ears slightly back, and a short, loose, flowing mane. They both have one back leg that's kicked up in the air. And lastly, have an almost near identical pose. Number 8. Swaps. Swaps first debuted in 1975 and was sculpted by Marine Love. Swap's duplicate model is a classic standing thoroughbred, sculpted by Jane Lunger and debuted in 2006. Starting with their head and neck, they both have a strong muscular neck that holds their head up high, alert ears, and a somewhat similar head. Moving on to their hair, although their manes and forelocks are on the opposite side on each horse, they both are very similar. Both of their back legs are in the same position, and they both have a similar shaped tail that are both attached to the back leg. And lastly, their legs are in a near identical same position. 9. The American Quarter Horse Foal. Lastly, we have the classic American Quarter Horse Foal. It was first debuted by Breyer in 2005 and sculpted by Kathleen Moody. His replica being the traditional Arabian mare, otherwise known as Make-A-Wish or Oasis. She was debuted in 2009 and sculpted by Kathleen Moody. And just to be more specific, I'm talking about the variation with the head turned down. Starting with the front of the horse, they both have a head that's turned down, a dished or curved face, ears that are turned back, and a leg that takes a step forward, and you can see the muscles in the shoulder. Lastly, these horses have a near identical stance. The only small difference being is that the foal's back show leg is on a slight tip while the Arabian mare's leg is standing normally. Hey guys, we finally made it to the end of this very long video. I honestly didn't mean for this video to be so long. It just kind of happened. But either way, I really do hope you liked it. It took a longer than I thought it was going to, but it's done and I'm happy and I hope you like it. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.